I'm a mother of 5. My husband is working. I do work as well. But all the same, we cannot meet the demands to feed our children, educate them. Copper is a very, very important product for our country. It has been so for many, many years. It is our main source of wealth.
We, in fact, had inherited a distorted and unbalanced economy, where where the economy was emphasized very much on the production of copper at the expense of agriculture. And so one sees that we inherited a situation where we depended very much on one resource and one revenue.
We have been depending on copper for a long, long time, and now it has given us a lot of problems because there is plenty of copper on the world market. And secondly, we don't determine the prices.
The drop in the copper prices has had a lot of effect on the life of people in Zambia. There has been less employment, and indeed it has meant that people have tended to come to from the rural area to the urban setting, and therefore there has been poor housing, and indeed there has been, people are very badly fed, poor shelter, and a lot of crime because people must live.
Yes, it is the women who is at all the sufferings because she's the one who has got to take care of the children. She has to see that there's food. But when there's no food, then she's in trouble. She doesn't know what to give the children.
Here in Britain, here in Germany, in America, and so on, this is where our wealth is. This is where our lives are. You know, our kith and kin died in the mines, died in the industries to enrich these countries. Today, we don't have manufacturing scientists from amongst the Africans. And we are destitute of that kind of information, skills, and knowledge. And we demand that we be given, we be placed in a situation where these things can be possible for us.
We are aware of the problems, many problems that the process of colonization left in Brazil. Brazil is one of the countries that has the biggest debt, economic debt, and as Brazil has to pay, we don't have how to invest in education, health, and other areas of the life.
With the growing of the cocoa in Ghana, I mean, within the last 15 years, there has been a downward trend. I can't exactly pinpoint out when we started borrowing money from overseas countries or whatnot. The IMF do come into Ghana, and when they come in, what I heard of or what I know is that before they come in to help you, you have to devalue your currency.
Now, devaluation anywhere is a bitter pill to swallow. I think you'd agree with me. Our currency has lost its integrity. It's very difficult to make ends meet. Our currency is the cedi, you know, and if the minimum wage is about 385 cedis, and you have to spend 170 cedis on a tin of milk, and maybe 150 cedis on a loaf of bread, are you really managing? How are you going to feed your family a square meal? What about clothing? What about medical bills? water and electricity bills, transportation to and from work. It is strenuous.
Because health care has become more and more expensive everywhere in the world, countries haven't got the foreign exchange to buy the drugs that are provided mainly by British or Western pharmaceutical companies. A major reason, of course, is the whole debt crisis in the world. And there is not enough money available to actually buy anything from the West, whether it's drugs, transport.
Muheza is in the northeast of Tanzania, and it's the hospital serves a district that goes up to the Kenya border out to the Indian Ocean. The wards had usually got a lot of people on the floor with the beds pushed very close together, and the children's ward, which was built for 28 children and was up to 120 this year. I mean, it would have 2 mothers, 2 babies, or 3 mothers, 3 babies in the beds. Sometimes no penicillin, which you need for infections. There's no foreign currency to buy the things. Everything comes from overseas.
We see a lot of these evil things happening, and it is our duty as Christians to fight the evil by voicing out what we feel is not good, is not going right.
The church is trying to respond in the sense that it would like to see Christ in its own spectacle, so to say, be able to see Christianity relevant to the situation in Africa.
At the same time, we can look at the future through this situation. At the same time, it fills us with hope and energy to look ourselves and to try to struggle against the situation.
As I know the church to be, it should be a supporting church. You see now, a relieving church, a church which have to see to the social needs of its people so as to be able to worship their God in the true sense of worship.
Those who go to church go seriously. I mean, when you come to my church, the membership is over 2,000. I'm sure you are shocked to hear that, aren't you? Because I've been to churches here and there have been 30 and 12 people and so on. They take their religion seriously, and there's a kind of fellowship.
Jezi,